But the real truth was she's upset that I'm cutting the cord, slowly but surely. I'm cutting the cord between that toxic grip she has on me. She doesn't like it. So anytime that I do anything or say anything that she don't like, if I'm not agreeing with her, it's, oh, you can get out of my house. You can get out of my house since you think you've grown and you can step up and you can charge your mother. Okay. So she ended up calling the MPs on me. And I still to this day don't know why she called the MPs on me. I live here. I'm not trespassing. So the MP showed up. I told them what was going on. And I was like, this is kind of fucked up. My mom's not letting me get in the house because I didn't do exactly what she wanted to do. Today's my birthday. They said, oh, it's your birthday? Yeah. I'm sorry. Happy birthday, but unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. You're legal, you're grown, and if your mom says this and that, we can't do anything about it. We can't force you to go into the house because it's against her wishes. So I'm like, wow. I'm tired of your shit anyway. You know what? Okay, bye. Bye. So I called my boyfriend up again. I was like, Tyler, I got kicked out again, and I think this time is final. He was like, are you serious? What happened this time? You know how my mom is. He said, say less, come on over. So I took the bus over to his house, and we ended up breaking into an abandoned house and staying there for a couple of nights. Now, I think I was still attending college at this time. I forget. I think I was, but it was like summer break. Now, I realized that those few nights of me being homeless turned into days, and then it turned into weeks, and then it turned into 3 whole months of me being homeless. So I was sleeping outside. I was breaking into abandoned homes. Sometimes I would sleep over at his house if I could. It was a really tough journey for me. And I think at one point I just broke down because I liked the freedom, but it was sad because I didn't have anywhere to like peacefully rest my head because I'm always on the lookout of who's behind me, who's coming up and whatnot. I slept in shelters. That was scary. And I was just unhappy all over again. Um, I really felt alone around this time. And to make matters worse, my boyfriend ended up cheating on me during my homeless days. It was pretty messed up. How I found that out? Found out through his phone. Found out it was some chick that goes to high school. I'm like, are you one of those kind of people that will leave the person that you're with for a younger person? Because it was like a freshman at this time, and we're already in college. So I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do this to me? You know I'm going through shit right now. Why would you do this? And his answer was because I wanted something new. Bullshit. Sorry that I'm too old for you, I guess. So we ended up breaking it off. I think at one point he ended up putting his hands on me. He choked me because we got into an argument. And ever since I found out that he had cheated on me, we started arguing off and on for like the next week. Um, I guess he just got fed up with taking care of me. And it put a lot of strain on him, emotional stress or whatever. And he felt that sleeping with another chick was going to solve the problem. So because we had got into that last argument, he um he choked me and put me on the ground like my head hit the pavement, and I literally saw a white spot. Ooh, that shit hurt. I feel it to this day. Um, so we ended up breaking it off because of that. I was still homeless. Um, and then miraculously, my dad ended up convincing my mom to let me stay, or to let me go back to the house. And it worked. I don't know what he did or what he said, but it worked. So I'm humbled, and I'm just like, it's either being homeless or going back to the abusive household. I couldn't take being homeless anymore, so I went back to the abusive household. I sucked up every ounce of pride that I had, and I resumed back to my silent ways of being mentally and emotionally abused, physically too. Now, there was an incident that occurred after I moved back in with my mom, and this is what made me just finally say I'm done with you. So we had a new neighbor down the street, and this guy took a liking to me. And at this point, I'm just like, I don't even want to date no more. Leave me alone. But he found me fascinating because I did capoeira. I was a gymnast, and I was in college and older than him. So we started talking. We didn't make anything finalized. We just started talking. Then later on, got into a physical relationship. I let him know. I was like, I would invite you over to my home, but my mother is not the type of person that you want to meet. And he was like, why is she like a drug addict or something? I was like, oh, she's an addict, all right, but not a drug addict. So I'm explaining to him how my mother is and why I definitely don't like bringing male company around because she always steals the show, always want to be in the spotlight and whatnot. She would do provocative things in front of guys that I brought over. It really made me look bad. I'm like, what is wrong with her? Like, well, you're married with children. Like, why are you doing this? These are young people. These are people my age. What are you doing? But okay, whatever. I'm gonna leave that alone. Fast forward, she ends up meeting him, unfortunately, because she saw me outside talking to him one day, and she was like, "Who's that little nigga that you're talking down the street?" And it's our new neighbor. Yada yada yada. Um, again, fast forward, the incident where I came home from college and I was sick. I had a fever. And I called my mom. I said, Mom, I really don't feel good. I don't think I'm going to make it up the hill because there was a stadium. Jesus Christ. If you ever lived in Hawaii again and you got off that bus stop on Cam Highway or before Cam Highway and you had to walk
Aloha
up,
Stadium.
yes, Aloha Stadium.
Right there down Pearl City.
Yes, it was a steep hill that you got to walk all the way up past Foster Village, past Radford, and good Lord, it was hot as hell that day. And I have a fever. I can't. I'm surprised that I made it from Leeward Community College all the way down to the Aloha Stadium without passing out. I just could not walk. So I called her and I was like, Mom, I don't feel good. I think I need you to come pick me up. Can you pick me up, please? Because I can't make it. She said, you think I'm gonna waste my gas to come get you? I got things to do. I got work in the next few hours and da 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 da. Okay, click. So then I'm like, who else can I call? Let me call my dad. Now my dad is working in the Navy once again, and normally if you're in the military, you can't just leave. You gotta stay at your post. But
That's the fifth general order. Quit my post only when properly relieved.
hmm so I ended up calling my dad and I said, Dad, I'm really sick. I'm at the Aloha Stadium and I can't make it home. He said, why? I just said I'm sick. Why aren't you listening with your small little ears? Whatever. But I really need you to come get me because mom is refusing to come get me. He said, I'm at work, honey. I can't leave. I can't leave my post. I said, well, okay, I'll just die here. I'll just die here at the bus stop. So if you see me on the news, here lies the, dead body of Shania Smith at the bus stop, passed out from a fever. Nobody came to get her. Okay, I'm coming. Yay, thank you, Daddy. I just exposed my name. Holy shit. Oh well. Anyway,
I'm writing it down to edit it out. You good, love?
okay. So he finally came to get me. And he thought I was joking when I said I was sick until he, felt my forehead. I'm on fire. He said, "Oh shit. Okay, so when I drop you off home, you go ahead and get all the rest that you need. Take some medicine, yada yada yada." I said, "Okay." Now here's the shocker. I came home, unlocked the door. Matter of through the back door, go through the laundry room, and here's the kitchen and here's the living room. I look in the living room, and guess who I see on the couch? The neighbor that I was talking to. I said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Oh, your mom came to pick me up from school because I didn't feel good." Now, mind you, this dude is on the couch without a shirt, sleeping peacefully. And I said, "The fuck?" Mentally, I said the fuck, but like my face was just drained. I'm like, um, oh, okay. So then my mom comes downstairs and versus her being on the phone with me, how she's talking all aggressively mean to me, versus when I'm asking her, why is he here? Oh, he was up at school. And I was just passing the school, and I seen him, and he said that he didn't feel good, so I just went on and picked him up. I'm like, you, our school and the stadium is literally on the same street. Why couldn't you get me? I'm your child. What the fucking know him? Okay, okay, okay. I went into my room and I cried. I said, why this bitch don't love me? She was gonna let me die at the bus stop. And she got this little nigga over here. Not even family. Who the fuck is he? Whatever. He care. Whatever.
Hey, beautiful souls. If you love deep conversations about life, love, and spiritual growth, help us reach more like minded people. Like, comment, and share to push these powerful episodes through the algorithm. Let's build a community that thrives on wisdom and connection. Find us everywhere: YouTube at Danley_Divine, Facebook and Kick at Divine Time Podcast, and also follow the blog, divinetime.blog. If you're looking for your soul tribe, join our Telegram group, Warriors of Love. Together we rise. Divine time is now.